Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me to this short-term outlook on commodities. In this webinar I shall be talking about energy and metals. Energy will be the West Texas Intermediate Crude, and with metals I'll be taking a look at gold and silver. Before we begin, I would just like to make a note that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. The bullish momentum for the West Texas crude is fading rapidly after the renewed rally loses its footing from the resistance of 47.65, as you can see the rejection there. With the daily technicals slowly breaking down, with the stochastic with a negative crossover, the histogram dropping and also the MACD signal failing around that zero axis, does suggest that the market for the start of this week will continue to focus on the support that comes in at $44.60. Failing to draw any bullish conclusion from that level could see oil fall lower and towards a target of $41 a barrel. What should be noted, although the daily signals are slowly molding to, as I say, to a negative outlook, if we look at the weeklies, they are still very much on the low side of the range and not showing as much momentum as I would like to support a bullish case. So therefore, while keeping in this pattern, then for this week we should still continue to see the bears trample on the bulls if we see any recovery, and still look towards that $44.60 and reassess from there. Moving on to gold, over the last 10 consecutive days the price action has put in a considerable challenge to the upside, and now reaching its objective, which comes in at 1,259, questions whether we've seen a top and will the market stage a mild pullback. For the start of this week, we may see a move towards the minor support seen at 1,249, with a base now holding at 1,244. It is viewed that the market will continue to pressure the upside, and if we do see a break of 59 and look towards 1,264 and at a stretch 1,270 before the market is likely to start taking profit and unwinding out of its longs. But as I mentioned, we could see a pullback to the start of the week. So still an intraday buy on dips, still leave room from a move from 49 to a base now seen at 1,244 before seeing another recovery. And to wrap up with silver, the market has now reached its target of $16.4550. And with the resistance now set at minor 55 for the start of the week, could see further implications towards the upside. But at first we could see a pullback, which would see minor support around $16.30 and a base now established around $16.15. But overall, if we see gold push through that 59 resistance, this should, in the short term, see a rally in silver beyond 55 and up towards $16.90. So that wraps up my short-term commodity outlook. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful start to the new week.